Alright guys, so yeah, we're back. Today I'll go over a Zerg versus Protoss build, the standard Roach cheese today. So the objective for this video is to teach you how to get 116 supply or thereabouts by 6 minutes and 30 seconds roughly. Now, if you use this build, you are guaranteed to get into Platinum. That's what I did. It works on all 3 races, and trust me, even if they have a wall, it doesn't matter. Scouting is kind of required here because you do need to, if you get cheesed, it's kind of game over. So let's just hop in into this replay. Alright, here it is. So it's Beckett Industries. You guys already know what it is. Though with the inhibitor zones, the speed zones rather, in the middle of the map. Okay, let's just increase. It's kind of boring at the start. So Protoss goes with the standard build. I'm obviously going 16, 18, 17. So the Protoss goes with a 2-gate opener. No Nexus yet. Now this indicates that they're most likely not gonna want to go for a super macro focused game. Based on this, it could be, but since there is no Nexus, he's gonna have less workers, and with his timing attack, he'll be able to crush him. So the less units he has, the better. So yeah, basically, if you guys didn't already know, what you guys should do is as soon as the spawning pool finishes, you go 2 queens. Go 2 queens, get a gas, get your lair immediately, get your Roach Warren when the lair is about half, Evo Chamber at the same time as the Roach Warren, and you just pump out until you have 44 workers, and don't forget, as soon as the spawning pool pops, get 2 sets of Zerglings, 2 queens, Overlord on 19 supply, or sorry, excuse me, not 20, 19, 27 Overlord. So you wait for the hatchery to give you the supply, and then when you have that supply to use from the hatchery, you build an Overlord at 27, and you keep on building Overlords and drones until you get 44 and max out on Roaches up until 6:30 roughly. Now my execution's a little bit sloppy here, it's not too great. I've obviously had better openings. I've probably played this opening about 300 times total. On the ladder it definitely works. I go melee, or sorry, excuse me, not melee, missile upgrade first, and then carapace, but it doesn't really matter which one. You could go, I think missile's a little bit better here because you want to spend your gas on Ravagers and not necessarily upgrades, because the Ravagers are going to be used to shell away at the wall of the enemy and also the heavy units that they might have. So let's keep watching. I'll just, since we're already at the end, it's basically the build. It's not really too complicated. But now as soon as the Ravagers pop, or when the upgrade is about to finish, in this case, it's how many seconds away run? 20 seconds away. When it's about that time, you should like rush, wait for the next batch of roaches to pop, and then you rush across the map. It should be very straightforward. It's not really too micro heavy, because you're banking on the fact that the enemy is going to have a third, which at this level, they're already going to have a third. But it doesn't really matter what this case is, because as long as they're not going with massive amounts of army, they won't be able to destroy this army up front. And just as a quick tip, you always want to fight up on the land, on the equal ground that your enemy is on. You don't want to fight up a ramp, because for example, he has Colossi and some Void Rays. If he were to just sit on the top of the ramp and body block the top of the ramp, then he'll be shelling away at all my units from the high ground, and that's not going to be good. So you want to always get to this flat area and then attack on equal ground. Just as a tip. Now, he's got more workers, 5 more workers. Not really too much army supply, but here I go. You want to max out the possible spread, the concave, if you will, on the enemy. So you want to get as close as possible. Even though I'm not really moving directly, I'm right-clicking to get as close as to the army as possible. Therefore, as many roaches as possible are going to attack at once, and then I jump on the enemy and attack. So I don't really care about what I'm targeting. I'm corrosive biling. He's dodging pretty okay, not too bad. But at this point, I know the game's already lost for this guy. Target fire down with Colossi. Telling away, I actually sniped the Woodger with the biles. Targeting everything. Everything's just going down. GG is called, and that's the end for this guy, Malachi. Now, it's very simple, this build. It's inspired by the Lowko timing attack push. Go check out that video. I'll link it in the description. It's very strong, low elo. If you can handle this build in Gold League, you should be able to get out of gold very easily. It kind of falls off against Terran players, but it might work against Terran players, this specific build. But I do like the burrowed method against the Terran players because it catches them off guard more than this build. So you won't just die to siege tanks immediately. And yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoy it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you never miss a video. And see you guys in the next one. Peace.